Hi Aries, welcome to your October 2022 astrological forecast and happy Halloween to you. And a special shout out to my subscribers for your continued support. Thank you so much for liking and sharing and commenting on my videos. If you're new to my channel and you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe because it really helps my channel to grow. Okay, also check out the links below in the description box. One is to my website if you would like to know what services I offer. There's also something called Ask Me a Question, which is for those of you who would like to know maybe one or two things about your chart, and that's about it. And there's also a report called Love and Money. It's a monthly report and it's new. Okay, so I've been doing this for each of the monthly forecasts for this month, so I'm going to do it for you too. This is what I look at whenever I do your forecast. I don't know if you could see it that well, but I don't have any kind of notes. Okay, this is a cold reading always. I'm just looking at planets, and that's and I'm talking. Okay, so whatever comes out of my mouth is what I got from what I'm looking at, right? Anyways, I do have to put on glasses though for this reading because I can't see what I just showed you. I have a lot of pressure in my head from sinuses and all that, and it's really affecting my vision. So please excuse the glasses, okay? So anyways, Mercury does finally turn direct, okay, on the 2nd. It's still in Virgo up until the 10th, and it's in your 6th house where you have Virgo, okay? So, might have been an awful lot of communication problems at work. Okay, your 6th house is the workplace, your co-workers, the kind of work that you do. It's even your work schedule. But I wouldn't be surprised if you had assignments that kind of got screwed up. But usually it's because of directions or instructions that you and your co-workers were given that were incorrect to begin with. So it's usually not you guys screwing up, it's somebody else. A lot of times it's the boss even. Okay, or even if you're like self-employed, you know, you could have had a miscommunication with a client, or if you don't work at all, you know, there's just something possibly going on within your daily schedule, because the 6th house is one of those houses for that very thing, your daily schedule, along with the 3rd house, okay, that got like screwed up. But anyway, so when Mercury turns direct on the 2nd, if you wait a few days after that, okay, you have up until the 10th to get things straight. You know, if you wanted to revisit something or other that was bothering you, you know, or even a conversation that you may have had at work, you know, to revisit, make sure that you were told the correct thing, or anything, you know, anything that you would that you think is important enough to discuss. You know, it's a good idea to do something like that. And then Mercury's moving very fast this month. Okay, on the 10th it does move into Libra, into your 7th house, and then after that on the 29th it moves into Scorpio, into your 8th house. Okay, so moving very quickly through your 7th house of close relationships and partnerships and arrangements and agreements that you have with people. Okay, now the Sun and Venus are moving neck to neck together, and they are both in Libra up until the 23rd. So you have these 3 planets, Sun, Venus, and Mercury, all in your 7th house, in your opposite sign of Libra. Okay, so you have Jupiter still in your 1st house. This is no big deal for you right now. Any other time, any other year it might be, but because you have Jupiter in your sign, there really isn't anything too pressing going on that's going to bother you too much. I may have mentioned in the weekly forecast at one time or other recently that not to go overboard in some way, okay? Here's the thing. There's a full moon in your sign on the 9th, okay, in your 1st house, and there's Jupiter there at the same time around this full moon. So I feel, you know, a full moon is supposed to bring an issue or a problem out there, put it out there where it can be discussed and then done away with. Okay, so this would be a problem within your close relationships. Okay, a romantic or a friend or a business associate or partner or somebody that you do business with. There, might be an ongoing thing that was getting on your nerves or their nerves, and somebody's going to bring this up, possibly, okay, around that full moon. If anything, you may just promise anything that this person wants just to get away from them, or just to, I don't know, not really deal with it. It seems like maybe you're not even taking it all that seriously. Just due to this full moon, okay, may make you go overboard in some way or other by promising this person, this close relationship person, something that maybe, you don't think is a very big deal, and they're taking it a lot more seriously than you are. Or, you just can't deliver, when it comes down to it. You just feel that, it's not like you're lying. You really do believe that whatever it is you're saying you're going to do, but for some reason, something may pop up and you're not really able to follow through on something like that. So be really realistic with whatever it is that you are, arrangements or agreements that you're making with anybody around this full moon, okay? So, but having Venus, though, especially in your 7th house of close relationships, does make them very nice at this time. Okay, and very romantic. If you are, if you do have someone in your life that you have a romance with someone right now. In business, though, too, it does bring in even a little bit more business your way. Okay, then the Sun and Venus, still traveling together, move into Scorpio on the 23rd. Mercury moves into Scorpio on the 29th, and there's a new moon partial solar eclipse in Scorpio on the 25th in your 8th house, okay, where you have Scorpio, and the house of rebirth and regeneration, new beginnings, endings of some kind, or death of something or other. A way of life, a way of thinking, a bad habit or something, and a new beginning in some area or other, okay? This is the house of inheritances and legacies, passive money, money through prize winnings, insurance payouts, legal settlements, refunds, whatever. Okay, it's a house of other people's money and resources, and having a new moon here brings a new beginning, and the eclipse makes the effects of this new moon last longer than it normally would. Okay, I just hit my thing here, hit the camera, sorry. Anyways, it is directly across from your 2nd house, where you have the sign of Taurus and the planet Uranus transiting in your 2nd house of earned income. Okay, which makes your income, it's also retrograde too, okay, it makes it, your income fluctuates sometimes, up and down, okay, whatever, maybe when planets right now are in your 8th house, you're hearing about money, or surprised to hear about money that is yours, okay, through whatever way. It could be, have something to do with maybe insurance, or an old bank account even that you forgot about, that just sat there and maybe accumulated interest or something like that. I would look for that old money or found money or lost, whatever it's called. I forget. Anyways, there's usually a website that you can go check to see if there's anything in your name that the government's been trying to contact you about, to find out if they owe you money. They have something of yours that you either forgot about or unaware of. So I would check into something like that. But a new beginning in your 8th house. So it's a new beginning personally for you, a way of life, or doing something in a new, different way. Or you are being given resources of some kind. It isn't always money. Could be the use of something. Someone could give you whatever it is that they have to use in order to pursue something or other, even that you were interested in. Okay, so or somebody could just give you something rather than just lend it to you. They know you want it, you've always admired it, or maybe you could use it more than they could. They don't even use it, it just sits on a shelf. So somebody could gift you with something at this time. It could be a pretty big deal too, you know. Also, the planet Mars is in Gemini all the way up until March of next year. You have Gemini on your third house. Right now, Mars has been here for a while. It's making you very active within your own neighborhood, your own area. More contact like with your neighbors, your siblings, possibly your cousins, but any kind of business or people that you would normally see throughout the course of your day. Okay, you're having a little bit more contact with them. This planet turns retrograde on the 30th, which means like stuff here slows down a little bit. Okay, this is a communication and travel house also. So you may have been doing a lot of like local travel, even if it's just running around, you know, your tri-state area even. But it may feel like you're just doing an awful lot of running around, but you're in contact more with businesses or places, that you weren't really had all that much. There was no reason for your contact with them in the past to be as much as it is right now. So it could be for whatever reason. But anyway, so all this stuff kind of slows down. That's all. This would be a good time when Mars is retrograde in this area to check your facts or something on in regards to your neighborhood or even your neighbors, just out of curiosity to make sure everything is, I don't know, on the up and up. People have told you what about themselves possibly, and maybe you're not sure if that's true or not. Not that it's a lie or anything like that, but there's just, you're very active for some reason in your area. So there must be some reason for it. So I'm just saying, okay. Two planets are turning direct this month. The first is Pluto turning direct on the 8th. Pluto in Capricorn in your 10th house. Okay, so if you found that your ability to, let's say, oversee your co-workers or your job or the power that you would normally have to, I don't know, lead people, usually though within your career, if that wasn't very effective or it just wasn't working for some reason, okay, that will pick up again after this planet turns direct. From the 8th on, you have to wait for this to kick in, whatever, but you may have been, your ability to be the decision maker as far as your career goes, or even if you work for another company, if you work for a company and you were one of the higher ups or something, maybe your duties or whatever were assigned to someone else just temporarily, or whatever. But now that this planet is turning direct again, they're back on you. Everything should be back where it was. Okay. There's someone could have even been removed from your company. Okay. And you're possibly taking over their position, which is a pretty powerful position. Okay. Let's see, Saturn also turns direct on the 23rd. Saturn is in Aquarius in your 11th house where you have Aquarius. When it turns direct, actually when it is just being here, period, you seem to have someone in your group of friends or an organization that you belong to that is a real pain in the ass. They stand in your way. They block your every move. They don't want to hear about your suggestions or anything, whatever. You know, they have this air of dismissal about them when it comes to you. So I believe that when this planet went retrograde, so did they. Okay? Maybe they're gone finally. Maybe people finally saw them for what they were doing. I mean, not just you, probably other people too, but this person was a real pain in the ass. They may even still be there, but maybe now there's a more, a better way of dealing with them now that's more effective. Okay, maybe you find a better way of doing that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, also, this is pretty important here, okay? Jupiter is in your sign and it's retrograde, but it retrogrades so far back, it falls back into Pisces on the 28th. So it's leaving your sign temporarily, so keep that in mind, okay? It will move back into your sign again, but for a very short period of time, it's moving back into Pisces, into your 12th house, okay? So it is kind of hidden here. It's behind the scenes. However, when Jupiter was here last year in your 12th house, you may have begun something that was a little bit of a secret. Could have been just like some project that you liked. It could have been a relationship possibly with someone that you began, or help from someone, or you're giving help to someone. Okay, in some way or other, you know, that this is resumed, or if whatever you were doing you were unable to finish, now that Jupiter's back here, it gives you the ability to do that, to finish something that you started. It also puts you back in a position of I don't know, secret information. You're being maybe confided in or something like that, or people are going to you for help or knowledge or whatever. Okay, but Jupiter behind the scenes, you know, it does make you feel a little bit more secure, I think, like emotionally secure in your thoughts and stuff. And it does bring back possibly a really neat dream that you may have had whenever Jupiter was in Pisces last year, okay? It could help to really bring about at least one instance of definite, recognizable psychic ability, okay? So even if it's knowing, you know, what's going to be on some channel, you know, a TV channel, that without even looking at anything, you just know whatever's going to be on. Some movies coming up or something or other. Could be something minor, could be kind of big. Okay? The best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Aries on the 8th, 9th, and 10th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Libra, and those dates are the 23rd and 24th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of speculation or gambling, and anything to do with children is the 4th, 5th, 6th, 18th, 19th, 20th, and 31st. The best time for money is the 10th, 11th, 12th, 25th, 26th, and 27th. The best time for your career is the 2nd, 29th, 30th, and 31st. And the best time for communication and travel is the 1st, 13th, 14th, 15th, 27th, 28th, and 29th. So, happy Halloween, and don't forget to check out my weekly forecasts, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.